Gang.
Let's go.
All
What
right.
up?
How y'all
Let's
been this week, actually? Let's start there. How have y'all been this week? Your boy went to the doctor. The doctor looked me in my face and said, "Hey, you look good, man." I said, "Hey, I appreciate it, but I'm married."
He was like,
Uh,
"Hey, you're one healthy son of a bitch right now."
I'll
Okay.
send you what he said. He said he's a well put together individual. I was like, "Ooh, easy,
oh my
doc.
God.
Easy, doc."
Gotta be careful with them doctors
Well
nowadays,
put
man.
together.
Well, shit, in a couple years, I'm gonna have to get that.
Oh,
Yeah,
get that
approaching,
prostate
boy.
exam.
Yeah, bro. I've been sitting here dreading it every day I wake up. I'm like, man, fuck.
Dude, you are
One
coming
day
because that's what
closer
at
to the prostate exam.
that's what
Yeah,
at 40, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Some doctors want to do it
He's-
early, but man, it's
So
crazy.
did I say two? Better make it three.
Uh, I've seen some wild stuff on that. I didn't even get onto it, but fellas, football season is starting off. Obviously, the NFL this week, college football last week. What's some of y'all's favorite tailgate foods,
I mean,
or
let's just be
anything
honest.
honestly?
Let's just
Tailgate material.
uh if we're not having hot links at the tailgate, what are we doing?
Boy,
Bro,
want that. He want that high
bro.
blood pressure.
Just
I want I want my arteries clogged. Okay.
I feel that.
If it's not hot links, then I feel like hot links don't get the respect that they deserve at a tailgate. I truly feel that way. And I only say that because there's such a there's like a very kind of like niche thing about them. It's like nobody thinks to get hot links. Everybody's always gonna get the dogs. They're always gonna go with the glizzies. But like you get some Earl Campbell hot links in there, bar none.
What
bro,
about
respectfully,
both
hot
of them?
links can pack them fucking bags and get the fuck out. Get them
Get him
out.
out. Get him there.
Y'all don't get it.
What you got then?
Yeah, you can't go. I mean, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong with the old fashioned glizzy. I mean, what's wrong with that? It's classic. It's traditional. Goes good with beer. I mean, people make straws out of the fucking glizzy. Drink their beer out the
That's
glizzy
That
straw.
is
that's
I
the
mean,
crazy.
nastiest thing
I
I've
mean,
ever heard.
bro, I
That's
don't.
people
Uh,
I
just
just want
being
to.
stupid. That's
I just
just
want to meet
dumb.
somebody that does. I just want to see it with my own two eyes. I just want
that's
to be in the
crazy.
be in the presence of it.
I I feel like you would have to be
I would,
lit. You have to be
yeah.
pretty lit to do that, or you're just
It's
hey,
the
It's
faces
crazy to
that I
me
would
because
make,
if you
I feel
think
like.
about it, it's nothing different. I mean, people literally wash down a hot dog with beer. So what's the fucking difference?
how
But
it tastes.
when you think somebody drinking beer through a hot dog straw, it does not sound good at all. Isn't that weird? Is that weird to
Well, I want to taste them
you?
different. I want the hot dog alone, or the hot link alone, and then I want the beer by itself. I'm not going Joey Chestnut and just
Yeah, nah.
yeah, none of that. So I don't need none of that. Yeah, it's
I
crazy, ain't it? I say,
I'm
hey,
like,
bro, the
yo,
champ, bro, don't even trip.
yo.
Honestly,
shit, I
I'm
felt like there for a minute. There, those few years that we go down in the Landry Jones era, man, kind of started feeling like Joey Chestnut down there.
man.
The way
I
we were
s-
consuming hot dogs and beer, and
I say honestly, I just stack on top because y'all choosing between hot dogs and hot links. I
oh,
want
I got
both of them.
more.
Give me some brats. Give me some
Oh,
burgers.
brats! How could we
Man,
forget
Burgers.
I want it.
brats
I
are
think
brats
burgers
are
are like
home
the
run.
classic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like burgers, you don't
I
even have to
think
say
I
it
think
because
it
it's a steeple. Like it's a
I think it
staple.
matters where you're from. Honestly, like I don't even know why brats never came up because my whole dad's side of the family's from the north. That's where brats are. Bro, I'll smash a fucking brat
That's what
any
I'm
day of the
saying.
week over a
That's what I'm
hot
saying.
dog. Absolutely.
Like a
It's
Give me
beer
some of that and
battered
some
brat.
onions,
brother,
bro.
it's crazy
Oh
too
my
because I
god.
tailgated in Stillwater and they had brats, but in Norman you don't really see them that much. I
No,
mean,
No.
Norman, I ain't gonna lie, I'm an OU fan, but Norman is high maintenance. They
yeah,
want
For
everything.
tailgating,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's a little wild, but what else y'all
I
got?
I
just go.
Obviously
tailgate with
beers.
I got
Stellar Artois.
bar barbecue of any kind, really, ribs, pulled pork, brisket, bro. If you can smoke
I,
and you get down there at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and the game's at 5 or 6 at night
You're
by
a
2 or 3, that
psychopath.
brother. But that but who doesn't like barbecue? Who doesn't like a good brisket sandwich or pulled pork sandwich at a tailgate? You know
I
That's
mean,
true.
yeah, if
that's
you had the time, yeah, if you really had the
yeah.
time.
Which at
But
college games they be tailgating 2 days before the fucking game just so they
That
have the
is
tailgate
true.
spot.
That's what I
So
said,
I don't
psychos.
I don't know if y'all saw the video of the guy from Philly. his breakdown of what he was gonna do before uh the Thursday night game was
Mm.
insane. And he had that classy, just Philadelphia accent. He said, "What we're gonna do? Yeah, got a couple of shots, got the beers on ice right now." He's like, "We're gonna go ahead and I got the smoker with me." He was like, "Anybody that stops by gets a shot, for the birds." He was like, "I
For
gotta
the
make sure."
birds.
He said, "Anybody come down. You get a shot for the birds." It was
There's
hilarious because he was like, "I'm not going to work on Friday." He was like, "So I'll get home when I get home. It doesn't matter. It's for the birds." He said, "I said my prayers this morning." It
those
was
dudes are psychos too. I'm not gonna lie, but there is a little bit of a difference between college football tailgates and NFL
Yeah.
tailgates. NFL tailgates, I feel like are bigger. The college football tailgate is more homey, if that makes sense. Like you can
Yeah.
yeah.
feel a lot more at home as to where NFL tailgates these people have a spread. People, ooh, I see it's already take. I see Russie Wilson walking in right now, baby. Let's go,
Bro, he's gonna die
Giants
today.
Nation. Let's go. But
Mr.
we'll get to that later. We'll get to that
Unlimited.
later. We'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and talk college football though, fellas. Let's start off with the hometown team. OU able to be victorious at home against the University of Michigan. Suck it, Michigan. Um,
Suck it.
what was y'all's thoughts coming out of that game?
I'll
Um,
let Cameron go first on this one.
I think Oklahoma is for real. I think they're the real deal, man. Just based on what I'm watching around the country, um, man, Oklahoma's defense is unbelievable, and they got some dudes on the perimeter. If they, which usually seems to be the norm with Oklahoma here lately, they really can't run the ball at the beginning of the season, and somewhere down the road, 5, 6, 7 games in, they figure out how to run the damn ball. And so if the Oklahoma air raid attack can keep the ship steady until the line figures its shit out, watch out, man, because their defense is I think they're elite now. Um, the offense is um, efficient. I don't really care. I feel like we're more leaning more Landry Jones era of football with our style. Like I think we move the ball in the air. We use the run, but it doesn't really move and produce. So we do our damage in the air, and they do it in a multitude of ways. But um, man, I felt like they looked good. John Mateer looked really good. He did have some errant throws yesterday. I thought was from Juices, just being hyped up. But his footwork running the ball is crazy. His little like
The
stop
right
that
thumb
stutter
stick
stop,
back.
brother. That move is elite. I mean, he's taking ankles left and right with that. But yeah, I like what Oklahoma does with the quarterback run game. I like that we have Michael Hawkins just waiting, so we're not scared to run John Mateer and use his feet because it does a lot with the quarterback run game. But yeah, Oklahoma's. I think they're pretty damn good. I think they're going to make some noise. Just watching around the SEC and the country, I think they're one of the better teams, and I don't think that playoffs is that far out of the question at this point. That's my take.
My
I
take is I'm gonna say it not so fast. Shout out to Lee Corso. And the only reason why I say that, all right, there's gonna be some takeaways from it, right? Cameron said it perfect. They're still not able to really run the ball. Doing that against Michigan is impressive through and through. It's not the same Michigan that it was 2 years ago. So thinking of it objectively, I'm looking at it like, yes, it was a good game. Yes, they put up points against the Power Four. Michigan was a national champ, 2 years removed. Freshman quarterback. They kind of were able to run the ball at a decent clip. Really, OU gave up one long run, and it was on a counter. They got caught in the wash. Dude kind of just bounced it outside, had the lane, took off. I think overall the defense is looking better and better every week. There's not a lot of question marks on the offensive side of the ball, but let's see how they look when they really start getting into SEC play. Yes, it's Michigan. I'm not taking anything away from that. However, Michigan's not the same team under that it was under Harbaugh. So I'm looking at it like just keep the momentum going and keep building. I think, you know, a month from now, if they still don't have a loss on their record, then you're like, holy shit, they might really make some noise here. But right now, it's just like I'm just gonna keep my reservations until I keep seeing more and more positive things. Every week is gonna be a building block. I just can't be completely sold on them at the moment.
Yep. I'm similar. I think it's a great win. I think this is a game last year they would have crumbled and they would have found a way to lose. I don't know how it would have happened, but they would have found a way to lose this game last year. I'm actually more impressed with the offense than I am with the defense, only because of what Isaiah said. Same thing. It's a freshman. It was a freshman quarterback. BV. That's just what he does. I want to see to be elite, in my opinion. I want to see them do that to Nuss. If they can do that in
Yeah,
the SEC schedule down the stretch, they'll be elite, but they have the makings of an elite defense. I think offensively, I think people are still not fully sold on it because we're so used to the Baker era when we were in the Big 12. So everyone's
yeah,
gauging the offensive play on that. Honestly, I think we're a more balanced team, which is better. And we're playing SEC Big 10 football, which is completely different than the
yeah.
Big 12. If we're in the Big 12, I think Mateer, I think the offense
Yeah.
lights it up.
Well,
And
that's
honestly, the run game to me was it's because even though Michigan isn't what they were, Michigan's defense is still going to be solid against the run.
mm-hmm.
So even though we don't have an Adrian Peterson, Samaje Perine, a Joe Mixon, or something like that, the football has turned into running back by committee, and that's what I was impressed seeing Javante Barnes,
Brother.
who was
Yeah.
booed out of the stadium last week, come in and have some big time runs.
Yeah,
And
Well, not
Materia,
only that,
bruiser runs.
he had a fucking block on one of the big plays. He lit somebody up, and I was like, oh
yes,
I
yeah,
think it was the
that's why we like
Mateer
Barnes.
touchdown when
yes,
he bounced
yeah,
out. Was
yes,
it that he
Yeah,
and
bounced
he lit
outside? Yeah.
somebody up,
week two of me saying Jaron Canick, take a
brother.
bow, brother.
Yes. Is he
Is
the best?
Except for
Is
the
he the
one
most
that went through his hands. There was one
is
yeah.
that
he the
went through his
most
hands.
is he the most exciting playmaker on the offense right now?
No, I still will say Deion Burks.
Yeah.
He's one of those. It's hard to like put a finger on what it's just you don't expect it from him because he came from the
Yeah.
defensive side, but he's just the one hander to open the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Big
stuff
play
that
too. That was
yeah.
like 3rd and 8, I think.
I think again, I think the offense is no. Everyone is kind of like, oh, I want to see more. I want to see more. We could come out next week and Temple
Yeah.
eat them up, and then start
I think
rolling. It'll
I think
it'll be
like
better.
what I kept hearing or what I keep hearing is people getting mad at the check down, like the little like 5 yard curls.
Hmm.
And I'm like, y'all realize that's comparable to a run game. You do that enough, you can't just throw it. You can't just throw go patterns at will. Like, and to you know um, repeat kind of what you were saying. Like back when in the Baker Mayfield that we ran the ball, then took a shot. Well, this team's not running the ball like that, so they use that short pass constantly, and then eventually take a shot. The most impressive thing to me about Oklahoma's offense, they ran an 8 minute drive in the fourth quarter to completely kill the game
Yes.
and held it and held it. How many times under Brent Venables have we been like, why are you going so fucking fast? Why are we three and out
Lincoln too.
in 45 seconds? Like, what are we doing? So to see them sustain a drive, and they did a lot of that on the ground.
Yes.
To see them
Yeah.
sustain an 8 minute drive in the fourth to put the game away, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Round of
Good time.
applause for that
Yeah.
Oklahoma team.
And my last take on the OU game is this is more at the fans. I need the fan base to chill out because when our defense was great and the offense wasn't as good, they were crying about the offense. When the offense
Mm-hmm.
took a step forward and the defense took a step back, you're crying about the defense. Now the team is balanced where the offense is
Balance.
solid, the defense is solid, and now everyone's like, I wish just be happy. Just be
Yeah.
happy. Like I said, it's early in the season. We still have to see how they mesh down the stretch, but they've in my opinion, they've answered the questions that have been asked of them at this point. If we're to look at them as like just take a snapshot right now, not looking in the future of what could be. If we take a snapshot of right now, in my opinion, they're a top ten team in the nation.
I does OU have? I'm going to say this. I obviously it's homer. It's a little bit of a homerish take, but I think it has some grounds to it. Do we have the best cornerback room in the SEC
If
with
Gentry's
Gentry,
healthy,
and um,
Cortland
uh,
Guillory.
yeah, Guillory, yeah.
If
Because then we still have Eli Bowen, who was great last year, and we still have Jeremiah Newcomb, who is a touted freshman who gets a lot of burn. And
it's
there's just we played 2 games and haven't given up 200 yards in the air.
we have to
Like that's
see
impressive to me.
we have to see if Gentry because I read Gabe Eicher tweeted during the game in like the third quarter they set up the blue tent for Gentry. So
Oh,
if
Jesus.
he yeah
I didn't know that.
that's the first thing I
Damn it.
thought is is this where it's going? But I will say I love Gentry. This is to
It
be
just
expected, and like you said, the
yeah.
depth at corner this year is a lot better than it has been. So even if he's out, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Instagram video that I sent y'all. A Michigan fan just in scrum trying to get choked out in the middle of the stands.
Yeah,
I thought that's why you were telling the OU fans to chill out because
no, no.
that was the most bar room brawl looking choke hold on a dude. That was the side choke. He had him like this, like it was in a wrestling move. Like
Yeah, bro,
just
he
like
had that. He had, but pivoting off the OU game, yeah, I mean, we don't even have to talk about the game because there's not a lot to talk about. But Arch lit it up.
Arch
Yeah.
Um,
broken shoulder, man.
did
I have
I was gonna say, do you guys think that he actually turned the corner, or do you
no.
guys think that they were just playing San Jose State?
I
I
don't even think
San Jose State.
with all the yards and touchdowns, his throws were still not on point and on target. They were
He missed a
still like
lot of them.
receivers were having to come back and make those plays. Like I don't I just
Ever.
and like I was talking to Isaiah last night. I was like, somebody mentioned something being wrong with him in his shoulder or his upper body, and um, they were talking about the throw when they were backed up in their own end zone,
Hmm.
and they ran that
He
deep
said,
crosser,
Hmm.
and he opened up and threw it straight into the dirt. His face, bro,
yeah,
when he threw, winced so hard. If you
he
hurt
looked
that
like
damn
that.
bad to throw the ball 15 yards, you probably should not be in the damn game. Like,
Especially against San Jose State. And I
yeah,
honestly think
dude.
I said it last week. They're gonna run they have to. They're gonna run the score up to get everybody to believe again. Again, I have reservations on him. I do think that he'll be better in the future. But this is, in my opinion, this is why not everyone should talk football because people really thought because his last
Yeah.
name is Manning that he was about to come out here and just light it up. Like Peyton didn't struggle at Tennessee, and like Eli when he first got to Ole Miss didn't struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They're they
I'm still on I'm
developed
on
into better
yeah.
quarterbacks, Hall of
Yes,
Fame
And I'm
quarterbacks.
still
yes.
on your level with that. Like I don't think he's a wash. I'm not calling for him to be benched. I do like OU's chances a lot more right now watching him play because if he's struggling against these defenses when he goes and plays against Venable's defense in that game with that kind of pressure, hey man,
Hey, if
bring him
tickets
on.
Or
weren't
Like
just
I'm ready,
SEC
man.
play in
hey, if
general.
tickets
Yeah.
weren't
Yeah.
$1,500 a piece, I'd go down there.
Fellas, I ain't doing shit that weekend. We can go hit the fair again and get
Bro,
drunk in
it's
get drunk in the
I
midway.
I looked at SeatGeek just to look at tickets,
Oh
brother. The
shit.
cheapest one that I seen was like
$900.
$900.
Yeah,
I have
That's
to put that
crazy.
shit on a
900.
layaway.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You buy
crazy.
that shit on Afterpay,
Yeah,
paying
I
off for
mean
the next
four
year.
payments of blah blah blah. I mean, it would be dope
Yeah.
though. But there were also some ranked teams that lost. I have it pulled up right here. So
Florida lost to
SMU,
Florida.
Florida.
yeah, Florida. DJ Lagway struggled a bit. He threw a
hmm
touchdown late, but I mean Florida, and we were talking last week that was going to be Arch's next big test. Florida is like
Don't know if it's a
the
test anymore.
brother. They're just like the beginning of Forrest Gump. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
never know what you're gonna get.
yeah.
you don't.
Because a week
You
ago they
don't.
were impressive,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they came
and
out and was like, "Hey guys, we
We're gonna
don't
put up
care. It's South Florida." And
16.
yeah.
did you guys notice the name of the guy that kicked the game winner?
Uh,
Ooh.
Grammatica. He's one of
oh
their sons. Yeah.
shit! Let's
Yeah.
He's
go.
he's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Another Grammatica. Let's go.
God,
Yeah.
there's like
bro.
95 of them.
Bro tore his ACL celebrating a kick.
Yeah,
Crazy,
yeah. And there was
crazy.
two, was it Martine and maybe Bill Grammatica, and then yeah, one
Yeah,
of them had a
Yes.
son.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's the one who kicked the
crazy.
game winner against Florida. We
That's
also
awesome.
had Mississippi
Hell yeah.
State beat Arizona State, and the fans carried the goalpost out of the arena.
Hell yeah, let's
You're damn
go.
right.
Come on,
You're damn
Starkville.
right.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that one's crazy to me
They were like,
because
we can party harder than Arizona State.
I
I
We
guess
don't.
in
mean
that moment.
I've heard Arizona State is a party school, but Sam Levitt did not look good. I feel like that
No,
that top five, top 10 QB projection of like who's going to be drafted. It's been a
it's
curse.
falling. Yeah,
Brother, he
Yeah.
it's really falling.
10 of 22, 82 yards, one
Mm,
touchdown, two interceptions. His QBR was 34.8. As a fan of
mm-mm.
the Steelers, I watched Kenny Pickett, and that's who that looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else
Yeah,
lost?
they were pretty rough. But I feel
I
like
mean,
that's again to get back to your point of people shouldn't talk football. You know, who looked at Arizona State and thought, oh, they're going to be solid. All they lost was the guy that did fucking everything for them. I mean, that was one of my points at the beginning of the season,
like
probably on our first
Scatterboo
podcast.
wasn't
I
that impressive.
just don't think Arizona State, like when we talked about rankings, I felt like they were too
Yeah,
high. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you only lost Scatterboo, but Scatterboo did everything.
He was y'all's
Like,
playmaker, bro.
bro.
Well,
Anyways,
also shout out to Illinois beating the
yeah,
allegations of being a ranked team by Cameron. They're beating those allegations every week. And really, the one thing that bothered me about yesterday's games was Florida State, dude. How are you going to give
yeah,
up three to East Texas A&M like that?
ridiculous.
I think Mike Norville really needs to get the boys fired up
They should
because
be running gassers today.
yeah,
Just
how do
run
you even
sideline to
let him in
sideline, bro.
field goal range? Okay, fuck are you doing?
Hey, that's
Hey, since you're on that, can we do a moment of silence for our friends in Stillwater, please?
I was getting to that.
I
My
watched
Hold
the
God.
on, hold on.
one
Oh my
No, no, no,
Jesus
drive.
no.
Christ.
I have some heat for them, but Florida State, I'm gonna give them their
Yeah.
flowers right now. Obviously, like we
Yes.
said,
They are
it is
dangerous.
yeah, it's still
Yeah,
early, but
Yeah.
I think there is a potential. I'm not gonna sit on st- oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
stand on this, but I think Florida State or even Miami could be what everyone thought that Clemson would be this year, even
Yep.
because Clemson limped out of that Troy game.
Mm-hmm.
Florida
yeah,
State looks like they're clicking. They look like they're hyped. And Miami, obviously getting the dub last week, they looked impressive as well.
yes.
And Clemson, to me, I mean, I was just bullshitting with a couple of friends, and I was talking to him about last week was it Clemson and LSU, and he was like, "Hey, do you
Yeah.
think that Clemson's going to get it done?" And I was like, "Nah, bro. Brian Kelly and LSU is going to get it done. Dabo's going to get fired at the end of the year." I was just playing. I was
Yeah.
let them get clapped by Duke and Boston College and Florida State and Miami.
Yeah.
It
Bro,
It'll be over
I
for them.
I think it's crazy because the Big 12 and the ACC are wide open. Like Big 12, Baylor, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Kansas, TCU, Utah. I mean, any of those teams. Kansas lost yesterday, but they looked good on the road at Missouri. But Jalen Daniels looks good. Same thing with ACC. Florida State, Clemson, Miami, SMU, Cal. Cal, watch out for Cal. Just saying, they got a quarterback, man. That dude, he's slinging that damn ball. So it's crazy to me how wide open those two conferences are.
I
Um,
mean, the Big 12 doesn't just because OU and Texas departure, but the
mm,
ACC, me personally, and this is no shot at anyone, fuck OSU, but I'm happy that the ACC kind of picked the torch back up because there was a while
mm,
where I was like I felt like Florida State and Clemson were going to try to join the SEC too,
yeah,
but
Yeah,
now seeing
because
them two and Miami being better and
yeah,
yeah,
seeing some of those teams just be better, I'm happy. And back to my original point, Mike Gundy, take a bow, bud. Take a bow.
yeah.
Because I could do what you did yesterday.
That was embarrassing.
he is gatekeeping that position to the point of it is going to bury that football program. The program that, you know, I mean, fellas, I think 10 to 12 solid years, OSU was competing at a good level. They were winning 9, 10 games a year. They were playing at Big 12 championships, really. if they don't choke and lose to Iowa State that one year,
That's gonna hurt some
we're
feelings.
They're
looking.
the national champion that year, my opinion.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna win the national championship. They had really good Fiesta Bowl win. They almost made the college football playoff like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
even
what
even
are we
going
talking
further,
about?
even
Yeah.
going further back than that, before Gundy got there, like Les Miles wasn't a slouch. I mean, he
Nope.
was winning
He
eight,
had
nine
some
games
teams.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he came into
Hmm.
Norman and had
Let her rip.
11-year-old me crying, bro. Well, no, we've
Bro,
gotten that ass too, but I'm saying
No, no. It's,
yeah, what the year after we won the national championship, they came into Norman
to Norman.
and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, had me
Won
tripping the fuck
12-7.
out. Yeah, so I mean, they had been a good franchise. You had seen them turn the corner, and now, and this is just my opinion. OSU fans don't come for me in the comments, but like he's holding y'all hostage. He is
Mm-hmm.
he was talking shit about the or talking shit to the Oregon coach, talking about the NIL and all that, and the Oregon coach is just like, bro, I'm just doing what like the rules allow. Like if you want to sit here and stand on your I'm not gonna do it, blah blah blah, like you can do that, but like that, and
and
then
have a shit records.
well,
And
and then for anybody that's an OSU fan, I don't understand why y'all would back him anyways. Because if you look at it from a business standpoint, OSU will never be Oklahoma's #1 premier college. And the one game that would bring in hella revenue for
Yep.
Stillwater, he doesn't want to play because he's a dummy. I mean, I don't know how
yeah,
to say it any more like nice than that. He's the only one. Bedlam happens
he
in every other
ruined it.
sport. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're
Well,
upset that OU took more money, and because OU took more money, now you're wasting money that could come to Stillwater and help your university.
Yeah.
it's like
Put the QR
I
codes
see.
back on the helmets, boys.
I felt differently about his comments towards Oregon. I felt like it was more of a compliment to what their program, what the higher ups, where they place the money, how much they're willing to put into the program. And I think it was a shout or a call out to the people in Stillwater, telling them, this is Oregon spends money on the program. They pay the players, and this is how much they pay. And if y'all want to be this is what we got to do. My only problem with it is he wasn't saying shit like this when Boone Pickens was alive, and they were pumping in millions and millions into the facilities. They had the nicest facilities in all of college football when Boone Pickens was alive,
Yes.
and and the crazy thing is it reflected because he was able to get those recruits because they had nice ass facilities and they wanted to party and get hammered.
Oh, they were doing
Hey,
some of that.
oh, Jesus,
Hey, bro, Tumbleweeds was
but
lit.
brother, man, outlaws, man,
Yeah, it was rocking.
brother. But I just uh, OSU yesterday. I was excited to watch and see what they could do in Eugene, and I that shit was off 5 minutes into the game because it was 20-0, and Oregon
What
ran like 5 plays and had damn near 200 yards. I was like, dude,
what
this
what
is
was
fucking
crazy
embarrassing.
is there one drive that they put together to kick that field goal. I was like, oh man, they if they like settle
Yeah,
down and really, pace themselves, they can move the ball against this team. I mean, there was like a crazy like 34-yard pass to get them into field goal range. But
there
at
was
the
a
same time, it didn't look out of hand, right? Before I had left to go to Cameron's house, I was like, it doesn't look like out of hand. And then I looked again and
bro.
it was 75 to
They
nothing,
took
but
they took
that touch,
they ended up taking that touchdown back. And that's
yeah,
one of those games you
Bro,
think they should have lost maybe 41-14. Would have been
yeah.
like, okay, you got your
yeah,
shit pushed in, but
but
you
you're
Bro,
kind
throwing
of
they
kept
got
it
beat
pick-sixes.
like they
respectable.
were a Division 2 program.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Jesus
that's a
Christ.
power four
There was
school.
there was I'm being honest with you. Like that the reason I turned it off and I was embarrassed is because the few plays that I watched, it looked like Ruffin McNeil calling defenses out there. When OU fired Stoops and brought in McNeil for Kyler Murray's year at OU,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what Oklahoma State's defense looked like. And then their offense was terrible, so it's not like they could run with anybody. So I was like,
yeah.
dude, there's gaping holes, terrible angles, not knowing your coverage, like coverage breakdowns. They couldn't tackle. I'm like, this shit is embarrassing, bro. This is
I
oh my god. I'm turning this shit off.
last shot at Gundy for me, and then I'll be good for the year because I don't want the football
For
gods
the
to
year.
bring the karma back. But you would think as a recruiter, because remember he doesn't like to recruit out of state. But you would think that
Crazy, by the
yeah,
way.
you would think that you would continue to get success if you kept OU on the schedule because there's kids who probably wanted to be recruited by OU didn't get recruited by OU, and what fueled them was
Yeah,
playing OU, and you
yeah.
took it away from them.
Hmm.
All
Well,
because you're
not
mad that Oklahoma went to the SEC like that. Oklahoma State. They're. I'm
If
like you, Marlon. I
he
don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to talk too much on them because
he
the
needs to
football
be
gods will.
fired.
Yes,
he
yes,
won't, he
and
won't
Uh,
and
though.
Oklahoma State, they're just scared because he's been the best coach in their program history. But it's like, how many times in sports history have you seen a coach be great and just not good enough to get them over the hump? So they
but
fire him
really,
Hey,
and then bring
well,
somebody else
really
in and
be
win a
great
title.
for. Yeah, I was like, shout out to
shout
the
out to Mike
Steelers.
Tomlin, Barry, and Jake. If y'all are listening, I know we've talked about it. Who's the NFL Mike Gundy? Mike Tomlin,
Dude,
Well,
that's
no,
my
I
hot
wouldn't
take.
even say that. I wouldn't even say that. I think it's somebody that established the culture and then he has lost his way to the point that it is hurting the program.
baby.
He
His
walks
There's
around
the
like a guy that can't be touched, and he knows it. That's the
yes,
problem.
yes, and I think this era of college football has passed him by, and he's not
yes.
going to change the culture to lead them into the future. They have to get somebody in there that will, and I think
Yeah,
Cole T. Nichols will.
Cole T. Nichols,
Cole T.
baby, let's
Nichols for coach,
go.
Bring
baby.
bring back Dana Holgerson right
Bring
now.
back,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, bro. Bring back Zach
either him
Robinson.
or either him or oh, dude, Zach, the king
Yeah,
of swag.
he's the
Let's
offensive
go.
coordinator in the NFL right now. Bring him
Yeah,
back.
for the
Yeah, I know.
Patriots, right?
Yeah,
Was he the
not the
OC for the
Patriots, not the
Patriots?
Patriots.
Wasn't it, I thought
Seattle
it was
maybe or
Was it
uh,
Seattle
oh no
or
no no, you're right,
Atlanta
Cam.
or
I think it was the
something?
Falcons. I
the
think it was the
Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Falcons,
thought it
yeah.
was the
yep.
Falcons because he went down there with Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Go. Yeah,
Kirk
because
go, Captain
The
Kirk.
Steelers wanted him.
Highest paid
Because
backup quarterback in NFL history.
hey, don't be mad. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But since we're
Yep.
talking NFL already, well, we did. I was talking about doing the NFL, like who will win MVP, blah blah blah. I had already completely forgot that we had talked about tiering the quarterbacks, so we can do that instead. So let me pull this up, and then we can
Hold on, can I give a shout out for MVP?
go ahead, bro.
Go Spencer Rattler, baby. Let's go,
Let's
baby.
go.
Let's
Shout
go,
out to, I
baby.
mean, I hate the
Nola,
guy. I really don't like him, but shout out to Lincoln Riley for having 5 starting quarterbacks starting week
bro.
one in the
Yeah,
NFL.
crazy.
I can't stand him, but I mean,
And how many of those starting quarterbacks are for real? That's the question.
all of them but one.
Spencer Rattler.
I say that, brother, if Spencer Rattler comes out and gets his dub
Can
today,
you imagine if
Oh
they get the
shit.
dub and then the Bears lose opening week and Spencer
uh,
Rattler
who the
looks
Bears get the
better
blind?
than
We can talk
Caleb
about
Williams?
that. We can talk about that in a minute. But okay, I'm going to go down and like I mentioned through text, what is there? What the fuck?
Six,
I hear that?
6 tiers.
6 tiers. Let me see teams, and we have to agree. And what we'll do is everyone will give we'll give a name. We'll Everyone will say what tier, and then we'll have a quick discussion if we can't agree, and then it's just 2-1 vote, and then we'll place them in that tier. Um,
Okay.
Okay.
but give me a second. How you said we said five? I'm gonna
Six.
keep track. Six. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got elite,
They
great, good,
live
average, below average, ass.
Ass. I can't
yeah,
wait for the ass.
which is crazy. Yeah, because I don't know why they
Oh
ranked it in
shit.
8 tiers.
Isaiah,
Yeah, if you
you can
just
go ahead if you have it pulled up. Go ahead and start spitting off
mhm.
names. I'm
Okay,
just
so
trying to.
I think it breaks it down in 8 tiers like that because there's 32 teams.
Yeah,
So
I
you
don't give a
could
fuck.
have 4 quarterbacks in each tier. But tier one was Patrick
Nah,
Mahomes,
bruh.
Lamar.
One at a
No,
What?
time. We're making our own
he's
tiers.
saying go down the list of starting
Yeah,
quarterbacks,
yeah. So
and
we
then
can
we will
Oh,
tier it
each
ourselves. I don't give a
place
oh,
them
damn
on
okay.
our
I
what.
own
got you. I
tiers.
got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Sorry about
Hey,
that.
all
Sorry about
right.
Come
that.
on, man, get
Patrick
your shit
Mahomes.
together. God
Patrick
Patrick
damn,
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
I'm gonna say elite, but
elite.
Okay.
that
Okay.
Isaiah, what you got?
Lamar. Elite. That's not
Okay.
even a question.
All
Matt
right.
Stafford.
Mhm.
Stafford. He's I got him in great.
Isaiah.
Okay. I got him in great, but it is now the twilight of his career. I believe so.
Yes,
I
that's kind of where
agree.
I'm at.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say good, but I can't. I mean, last year when he was healthy and playing, he was still
Brother.
great.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
he's when he's healthy. That's the only question.
Well, he just got an epidural, but next name.
That's what I'm talking about. I love epidural.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith. I have him. I have him in average.
Isaiah.
Yeah, I put him in average, but I think he got really protected by the type of offense that he was running in Seattle. I don't know what he looks like with
With the
Vegas.
Raiders.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
him at average too. You can make an
yeah,
argument that he was good. The issue with Gino is he can be good, but down the stretch if you're in a
Yeah.
close game, you know what you're getting.
I
yeah.
was gonna say when
There's
he has good games and then he has bad games, and if you kind of even those out, he's that to me
yeah.
that's average.
It's almost like yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Joe Flacco.
Oh, gee, I almost shouted out Ely because I
I'll
thought you were
I'll
talking
say
about Burrow.
Elite.
I'll go below average. I won't go
Yep,
ass with Joe Flacco. I'll go below average right now.
I went
Yeah.
below average as well.
I go below average simply for the fact of this man's 40
Yeah.
and it's he's just kind of filling out a roster spot at this point
Well,
because
Yeah.
yeah, and
he can
it's
still
like
fire that shit down the field.
he had the
But
what the one good season when he came out of nowhere and signed with the Browns, but his last few seasons as a starting quarterback in Baltimore were awful.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Which
that's
is
what I
why
think about.
Lamar
Like,
came out.
yeah, that's what I think about when I put him in below average. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he had the one good season, but before that, I mean, he wasn't good.
And honestly,
So
it was only a good season because they were comparing him at his age of like, oh, well, we thought he was
yeah,
done, but all right. Next name, Isaiah.
yeah. Jalen Hurts.
great.
Yeah, I was gonna say great.
I feel like there's a lot of hate on him for no reason, and he's just continued to beat every criticism
Box score
Yeah.
watchers,
on.
bro.
See,
Yeah,
People want him to throw for 300 yards every week
bro,
to
he
be
wins. He
considered as
does what he
elite.
needs to do
Yeah,
to win.
yeah, and
I played around with switching him and Pat Mahomes because I felt like Mahomes really wasn't that good last year. But when it matters, Mahomes gets his team where they're supposed to be, which is the fucking Super Bowl. So
I watched
yeah.
Mahomes on Thursday, and I was like, oh god, this Kermit the Frog looking
This
motherfucker. But
motherfucker. I'm here.
I, but next name,
Next name, we have Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, I have in great.
I have him in good because he's to me he's a step above
Objectively,
Gino. Well, just
yeah.
because I felt like it was a lot of design. I felt like he was. I feel like he is to me the same step as Kirko and Dak, where he has a lot around him, but I just don't
Mhm.
have him when you need Jared Goff to win a game. I just don't trust him.
That's fair.
I put him in good just because of kind of the play designs that's around him. He is a play action quarterback. So
Yes.
the run has to be extremely successful.
He
If you want him out of the gun leading a team in a 2 minute, I don't know
he's
what that looks like.
he
Yeah.
reminds me of Braun shooting threes. When he gets hot, boy,
Holy
howdy.
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, and
But
that's
then other times
and that's
it's like
and that's why I put him in great is because I feel like consistently he's good, but then he has those games, and there was a moment in it's not L.A. It was in L.A. Yeah, there's a moment in L.A. a year or two where he was not good,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
most of his time in L.A. he was pretty damn solid with Todd Gurley.
yeah.
Most of his time in Detroit, he's been pretty good with flashes of great, and occasionally he throws a 2 pick, 3 pick game.
Well, he
But
had a
Yeah.
couple 5 pick games last year. That's why I was like,
yeah, that
Yeah.
the point you made is fair. When you need him to line up in the gun and win you a damn ball game, I don't really see that. That's
Yeah.
fair.
yeah. That's the only
However,
reason I said it.
he will
Yeah.
throw for a ton of yards if his run game is not working. And to me, that's why I put him in great because
Yeah.
he's a product of the system. So it's kind of
Well,
like
well,
Jalen. His numbers may not pop because they're a run heavy offense and he's a play action guy. But when they're down and they need him to throw, a lot of times he produces throwing. But I don't know if I could trust him to go down and win a game.
this is this we talk and we'll get to other names where we know this is a
Mhm.
big year for him. I think this
Yeah.
is a big year for Jared Goff because to me, I
Yeah,
have him in good. He could go to great if he has a good year with the new
Yeah.
offensive coordinator, but we'll see.
yeah, yeah.
I
Justin Herbert.
I'm gonna say great. And up until Thursday, I was leaning both because I was
You
like, to
were
me,
leaning good or great.
Herb is a big, strong arm guy that reminds me of Jared Goff. But
Mhm.
then I start thinking, and I'm like, he is really like that. He's just eh. And now he got a girl,
I
and now he out here slanging that mug.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that his he doesn't cause a lot of turnovers unless it's the
in
playoffs.
playoffs.
So regular season Herb, great. Postseason Herb, below
Well, and
average.
it's also some people will hear this list and say Herb is elite, like Dan Orlovsky did on ESPN. I'm me personally. I'm not talking about their attributes or their traits. I'm talking about
Yeah.
them as what they produce as a quarterback.
Hmm.
I I
Cameron?
put him in good, and only because I felt like okay.
Oh
So
no, he's gonna justify the take.
when I drafted him in fantasy
Oh my God.
like
Yeah,
3 years ago, just hear me out because it's going to tie into my point. He massively underperformed. Like he was being taken with like Pat Mahomes. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
was either
yeah,
him or Pat Mahomes that year. Like what the first quarterback taken was. Well, Pat Mahomes is lighting it up. Justin Herbert didn't do a goddamn thing. And I felt like that was the year that they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs when they had the meltdown. Well, then the next year was not a good year for Herbert. And then they brought in Harbaugh, who brings in a run heavy system, and he lost all of his favorite targets in free agency. And I just didn't feel like, and it may not even be his fault. It could be because they got Quentin Johnson, who can't even. I mean,
hey,
he is
easy,
what he is.
easy. Go
But
Until
he
back
did.
and
until
He
watch
did.
him on
Friday.
Thursday.
Until
He had a good
Friday.
catch. He had a good catch. But I didn't feel like he had a great year last year.
He
Personally, I
didn't.
felt
He
like the
didn't.
team had a good year, but
Yeah.
him from a personal standpoint,
He
I
only
just
threw
didn't feel like he
three
had a good year.
interceptions. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then I watched him on Friday night, and I was like, "Fuck,
yeah. Friday. I
I
said keep
should have
saying
put him.
Thursday.
I should have put him in great. Damn it,
That's
because I do
why.
think he has that potential for
But
sure.
he also has the potential for week 12. We're like, God, this dude is just he just fell
Yeah,
off the
Fucking
mountain again.
sucks.
But yeah.
Um, Aaron Rodgers, let's speed round some shit quarterbacks below
below
Um,
average.
average.
right now, yeah, below average for Rodgers. He's older and he just there's stuff that prime Rodgers wouldn't do that he does at this point, and I'm like, how
Hmm.
did you miss that throw, bro? But we'll see
Hmm.
today. We'll see today,
I
baby.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
also
yeah, yeah,
trying.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying not to.
Yeah, fuck
I don't want to
the
put him in ass because I feel like I'd be judging on him being part of the most dysfunctional franchise in football. Like
I yeah,
no
and but
quarterbacks are going to the Jets and doing good.
I
So
I
I want
think
to see what he does with
that's
Pittsburgh.
true.
I
Yeah.
think the biggest thing that I want to see with Rodgers and what I want people to understand is box score watchers. If you are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes because of stats, you're idiots. You are an
Yeah,
idiot. If you watch Patrick Mahomes on Friday and you've seen the escapability, the ability to make plays with his legs, and some of those passes he was throwing, yeah, Rodgers ain't doing that shit. So shh,
No,
no,
Trevor Lawrence.
average.
fuck out of here.
I put him at below average based on when
Your hate
he
for
is.
him.
No, I don't hate Trevor Lawrence. Let me just tell you, I don't hate Trevor Lawrence. I think he's been below average based on he had a good year. He can't. I think he's below average because he can't stay healthy. Can't stay
Yeah.
healthy, and then when he comes back, I feel like he tries to do too much. He tries to shoulder, no pun intended, too much of the offense on him. So I think it's been below average as of late. It could turn into good. It could turn into good pretty quick. I think especially this year. This is one of the quarterbacks that we're talking about. Like this
This is a
is
big
all
year.
right.
Yeah,
This
bigger.
is it for you.
You know
Um,
what's you know what's wild about Trevor Lawrence is 2 years ago, Jacksonville was the number one seed in the AFC in Week 10,
And then they
and
fell apart.
he was a front runner for the
yeah,
MVP.
You know what happened though?
And then he got hurt,
You know what
and then he
happened?
got hurt again.
Y'all beat the Steelers and homeboy wiped the terrible towel
Why?
on his cleats
Wait,
and
yeah, damn it,
yep, see, should have
cursed
just
him.
chilled.
bastards.
It was
I
like the
actually
Lil B
put
curse.
I put T Law in good because it does look
Wow,
bad at times, but it's the fucking Jaguars. He's thrown for
yeah.
4,000 yards twice in his 4 years, even with
Well,
injuries.
and
I can't overlook that.
people that don't watch the Jags. The year that we had what's his name that's in
Doug Peterson.
no, no, the receiver that was in Calvin
Oh,
Ridley. The
Calvin
year we
Ridley.
got Calvin
Yeah,
Ridley, people don't understand this, and they were hating on him. This man was throwing dots, and all the receiving core just drop after drop
In
after.
the
Like there was
I had
there
him
was
in
one game,
fantasy.
brother,
okay.
one
We
game
know what
he
it's
had
like.
4 dropped touchdowns where he dropped it in the damn basket. I'm like, come on, man.
From a
But anyway,
production standpoint, I mean, I have him as good too. I couldn't go anything above that. And if you have him at average, I can understand that too. But his best season, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 95 uh, like point 0.2 rating. It's good enough. I just know he's with Jacksonville, but this will be the year for me
Yeah.
where it's like, all right, bro, if you come out here and struggle, I can't continue to make excuses for you. You have to show me that you're real, or is it? But again, he's if it's average, I'm cool with it. But next name,
Today will tell me everything I need to know about Trevor Lawrence.
Tua
We come out and struggle
Tagovailoa.
against Carolina. Tua,
Tua. I put
I had
Tua as
him at
average.
average.
I
Hmm.
put Tua as average because of the head coach, the weapons around him, and his he doesn't. It didn't look like he's done anything different since his first year. He still has to throw the ball early. It looks like whenever the plays are
Yeah.
scripted, he looks great. But then outside of the first maybe
Off
15 plays,
script.
it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
If he has to
and
go
it's
to
check
a
down.
second look, it's not going to turn out well for us. Yeah. He's going to,
What do you have him
yeah.
rank that as, Isaiah?
I have below average based on the weapons around him. Below average.
I can see
There's,
he's underperformed, but I
yeah.
wouldn't say below at brother.
I say below average also because of the point that you made. He looks the exact same
I'll give
as
you
he
that.
did in his rookie year. There has to be a natural progression. This is your fifth year in the league, your fourth year as the full-time starter, because his first year, Brian Flores was playing that weird game of starting to not starting to putting in Fitzmagic. It was just a weird vibe.
I'd have put Fitzmagic in too.
Well, no, he would have led us to the playoffs. But no, that's why I put him at below average. With the weapons that you have, one, why are you still running a college style scripted first read down the middle of the field type of fucking offense? It drives me nuts. Especially you can see if he doesn't have his first look, he
He
gets
panics.
scared. He gets those little pitter patter feet, he gets those little happy feet, and then he's like, "Where the fuck is Devon Achane? I gotta check it down."
I hope for
That's
fantasy
that.
for
That's
fantasy. I
why
hope
he's so efficient, though. That's why, like, his
it's a
touches are so efficient.
yeah, it's efficient check downs. I put him as average. I think he's another one of those quarterbacks as
To prove it,
this is yes, this is the year of like, all right, well, if you come out and you look the same as you have, then Miami is they're out of there. I will say the year before, not last year, but the year before, even though he was a system quarterback, there were points in time when Miami's offense was elite. And
Bro, and
even if he's
put up
just
70
a
points
system
in a game.
quarterback, it's I can't
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, he can at least do that. You put Kenny Pickett in that same system, it's not working. So
yeah,
that's why I put him at
yeah.
average.
CJ Stroud,
Good.
CJ's good.
good. Yeah, I got good as
Yeah.
well. Um,
We'll
Not a
see
whole
this
lot
year
else to
too.
touch on. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's not a
we'll
whole lot
see
else to
more
touch
this
on.
year. He wasn't as good his second year as he was his first year. We'll see. If he plays great, then shit, I'm
Yeah,
bump him up. If he doesn't, he'll stay good or whatever. But
this is going to be a controversial one. I feel like people are going to be split on. I have him in a certain way. Other people will have him in a different way. But I think we can all agree the play has been outstanding the past 2 years. Baker Mayfield is elite.
I put him as
Great.
great.
Hmm. Great.
He's elite.
I feel like he can lose you some games. That's
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I dropped you down.
yeah.
Like he will win you a lot of games, but I feel like he will also lose you some games.
I
That's
I'm
just
per
my
which
opinion.
you're 100% right, Cam. I just want to see him do it again. If he does
Yes.
it again like he did, then we're talking elite. But the
Yeah.
thing with me is the guys that I have in the elite category, they've done it more than 1 or 2 years. They've been doing it
Yeah.
Mhm.
consistently. So
I think that's kind of what got him in trouble is that weird moment in his career where he played for three different teams in 2 years.
I didn't even pay attention to it. I just once
But
he
I think
got to
since he's been,
in
yeah, in
Tampa, yes.
Tampa, he's gotten better every year.
Right, but
The
Yeah.
if you ask if we named Baker his let's say one of those one of those years in Cleveland, the year with the Rams or something, I think we would be like, he's average
yeah.
compared like comparative. He's great now. That's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
improvement. Continue to do it. We'll talk
hmm
elite
Now we're gonna get into a younger mix. Let's go. I'll do Drake May first. Where's Drake May at?
I
average.
put I put him below average.
I put him at average just because that was a dumpster fire last year. And this This man had to run for his life. I feel like they did a lot in the offseason to kind of help protect him. Getting Will Campbell for one. It's going to be a huge move for that offensive line. Also,
Cardi B's ex-boyfriend.
I don't know how Stephon Diggs is going to look, but if you look at Drake May's numbers on a shit team, he was at least getting the ball down the field and putting him in position to score.
Can I
Yeah,
can I challenge this because I talked to my two Patriots homeboys too. A lot of that was late though. They
It's
were
trash time.
they were yes. A lot of it was empty calories.
like
I
Blake
just I
Bortles.
yeah, I put him in average simply because I want to see more. I
Yeah,
didn't want to put him below average just yet, but
Mhm.
he's in my opinion, where is the step forward year two? Or do you take
yeah,
a step forward or
Yeah,
do you take a
does
step
he?
back? Yeah,
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
takes a step back, below average. If he takes a step forward, he could be average to good. We just have to wait and see.
See,
Caleb
I put him below
Williams.
average
Mhm.
because I'll be honest. Number one, I didn't really watch a lot of Patriots last year. I
They
know
weren't
that
on
he was.
TV because
I
they
know he
sucked.
was. I know he was an upgrade from what they had,
Mac, yeah.
but I also know,
Yeah.
based on the little bit I saw, he was extremely up and down. Like the offense
Yes.
was up and
Yeah.
down under his leadership. So I'm kind of like Marlon. I didn't want to put him up there with Trevor Lawrence and Gino Tua because those guys flash more positive than negative to me.
I'll give you that.
But I kind of teetered between average and below average
Yeah, I
with
put it.
Drake
I,
May.
I just put him at average because I just didn't know. Honestly, it's more
Yeah,
me projecting of what I think
yeah,
he could be than anything. Because again, yeah. But
yeah.
next name, you're muted. You're muted, blood. You're still muted.
Isaiah,
There you go.
I'm back. Caleb Williams.
Caleb, I put as average.
Yeah, I'll put him as average. I want to see more. He's got to impress me. He has
Yeah,
no excuses this year.
yeah.
I put
Would you
him at
put him?
below average
I could
because of
see
their
that as
record.
well.
Purely their record. I
I
put
could
them at
see
below.
that.
Their defense is good enough. You got to put points on the board. His touchdown interception ratio looked good last year, but couldn't fucking score really. He had 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions
I
in
just
those games. He did not look good at all.
More, pre-
I
They were
more.
4-2 at one point during the season,
Yeah,
yeah,
and they finished with what? What were they?
I don't even. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't
I
know.
Like
I
five and
feel like
12.
I feel like I put him at average because the little bit I watched him run for his fucking life
Yeah, he
every snap.
definitely
I
was
mean,
running for his
But
and
life.
for
that's
him to
his
make some of the
decision, though.
plays,
Some of those times,
Sometimes
some
yes, yeah,
their line was terrible, bro.
yeah.
Like,
That's one
and
of
for
the
him to make
reasons.
some of the plays he would make out of that, I was like, okay, this dude has a chance to be pretty solid.
Yeah, and for me, it was I projected him the same as Drake May because Drake May's offensive line was horrible too. I put him as
Yeah,
average because I do think they'll be better and they can at least be show average quarterback play this year, and
yeah.
not be below average.
Mhm.
But next name,
Bryce Young.
Right, yeah. Oh,
I put
ass.
him. I put him as below average, and but I could easily have
Yeah,
said
me too.
ass. I could easily say ass. He
Yeah,
is 2 to 3 weeks away from me saying he's ass. He's
yeah.
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks from me saying he's ass.
I mean, just
He
outside of the
turned
last probably
over a new
five,
leaf. Yeah,
I'm
last
say
year
the
towards the
last
end of the
5 or 6
year.
weeks, he looked good, but
He
his
was
whole career
ass.
before that,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
horrible. So
I
he's gonna,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
and it was
I
weird
can
too
see that.
because where did his play become better towards those last
I don't,
couple weeks?
He
You're like,
got
where the
benched.
fuck
That's
did they
where it
see?
went. He got benched, and
Yeah.
they actually because remember they threw him in after they
mm,
traded DJ Moore and everyone else to get him.
Hmm.
He was in a horrible spot, but yeah, his
Yeah.
yeah,
play was ass. And then once he got
Yeah.
benched for Andy Dalton and he came back in, he had a little fire.
yeah,
So I put him as below average just because of that,
Yeah.
and I think he can be better. But I don't expect Carolina to be much better. I seen him in the preseason running
No.
for his life, so
yeah.
we'll
I
see.
got him at like 7 wins tops. Like
Shit, you
that.
giving them more than for me because I got them motherfuckers at 4 or 5.
How is
Xavier Leggett.
Kyler Murray?
I got him at average.
Yeah, Isaiah, what you got him as?
I have him as below average, if you want me to be honest with you. And it's a simple fact of the he's been there for what 6 years now. They've
Something like
made the
that.
playoffs once. And everybody can agree, disagree about that division and how it looks. Like oh, it's one of the more competitive divisions, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, you look at his play, like they spent a first round draft pick on a
Number one
receiver.
pick. Oh, you talking about Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they could not figure their shit out together, which is insane to me. So it's like, where where's the disconnect? You want to feel like that because the relationship that he had with D Hop when D Hop was there, that's almost what people wanted to see out of the relationship between him and Marvin Harrison. So this is another
Big
quarterback, in my
big year.
opinion, where it's yeah, big year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I have Matt below average. This is a
I
6 year of the league, number one overall pick, and made the playoffs once.
I put him as average, and it's simply because at his height, he was an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
team itself is ass. Arizona is
The
ass
yeah
itself.
the year of the Hail Mary. He
Yeah.
was he was up
It's
there in the MVP talk.
to expect him to give you with Marvin Harrison being a rookie, giving you the same thing that D Hop, who is a vet in the league, it's a little stretch. I want
yeah,
to see them develop more, but again, I put him as average because, like we said, this is a big year for Kyler.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bo, Bo Jangles, Bo Cephas,
Good.
bona fide
I put him at good.
mix.
I put him at good.
Yeah, I put him at good.
I
I'm
put him
not
at good
I'm
as
not
well.
as big a believer. I think he's gonna have a year two slump. But
You gotta
last year
believe.
he was Bo Lee.
Did you see that? I
Can we
won.
please
Yeah.
can we please bring him back?
Yeah,
Can we
yeah,
please
because the Wyatt
bring
Six is
him back?
trash, but
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
I do think though last year, we're tearing quarterbacks off of recency. Last year he was no, I don't think anybody expected him to be what he was.
I didn't.
He was awesome last year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
especially after
expecting
those first
a year two
couple
slump,
weeks.
Yeah,
but
I
he's good.
same.
Brock Purdy,
I put him at
Good.
good. Yeah, good.
good. Not a
Isaiah,
whole lot more to expand on. Good.
where'd you put him, Isaiah?
I put him at good. Just
Okay.
not a whole lot else to expand on.
Wait,
There's
wait,
the
wait. This is a big year for him because
Mm-hmm.
they gave you a bunch of money. You
gave you a
don't
bunch of
have
money.
all of those weapons that you used to have.
How
Provide,
good of a
show me.
quarterback are
Yep,
you for
show me
real?
that you're great. Show me that you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
great. That's what I want.
Dakota Prescott.
I put him at good.
I put him at average. Yeah, I
Isaiah.
put him at average.
I put him at good because you can't discount the yards. I mean, you gotta be able to you gotta be able to, you know what I mean, move the ball down the field. He couldn't help the fact that he probably is elite if CD catches those three passes.
I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
elite because he's got to do it more,
I
but yeah, he definitely
think he's good.
he's
I
up
think
and
he's good.
down. Yeah, I put him at
Yeah.
good because a couple years ago he finished runner up in the MVP.
There's flashes of great.
I
Yeah.
just think that he's not great because when he plays against great teams, he shrinks. That's the only reason I put him at good. And I know Cowboys fans are gonna hate that, but I mean it's the truth.
I'm gonna mix in
I
another
put him at
batch of young
I put him
quarterbacks.
at
But
average because to me, he gives me Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence
I
vibes.
mean,
Like he can flash the arm, he can throw for big yards. Like Marlon said, he shrinks in the brightest lights. He doesn't win in the playoffs. Like I to me that screams average quarterback.
hey, you
You
put
know,
Trevor Lawrence with the Cowboys, boy.
you got a guy that can get you there. If everything works out, the defense plays well, you got a good running game. But when you don't have a good running game, I mean, we saw what happened last year. Well, I say that
He
he
got
did hurt
hurt.
the hammy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot about
yeah,
that.
but
But
still,
you know,
we
he
understood what was
shrinks
gonna
when the
happen.
lights are bright,
Yeah,
and I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen him rise ever.
yeah,
Like
and I want him.
and that's something I've seen Justin Herbert do, and I've seen C.J. Stroud do, and I've seen Brock Purdy do. So
Yeah,
you
I
know,
agree.
he has a chance. Like y'all said, I put him at average. He has a chance to be great and even elite because that one year he was elite all regular season
Mhm.
and got to the playoffs and puked down his leg.
Yeah,
But I want to see him rise. If he can rise, cool.
yeah. Cowboys fans, they always say he's elite or great simply because they see where he was drafted and they're like, oh,
Yeah,
he's overperformed what he was drafted as. You're right, but that
yeah,
doesn't mean you're elite.
yeah.
Mhm. Um, I'm gonna mix in another batch of some young guys. So three names: Michael Penix Jr.
Ass.
I said below average, and it's just
I gotta
because
go, yeah, below
yeah, I
average.
put him as below average just because
No,
I didn't see a lot last year.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
there were times that he was good, but there was also times that he was ass, so I just put him at below average. I we'll see more of him this year.
Yeah. JJ McCarthy.
I don't
Below
know.
average because I haven't seen him.
Yeah, so I'll go
Yeah.
below average because I haven't
You
seen him.
can't call a quarterback average if you haven't seen him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
So
expect him to be at least average with the
yeah,
with Kevin O'Connell.
The weapons. Yeah. And
yeah,
that, yeah. And that
Yeah,
head coach. Cam Ward
below
coming
below
average.
in.
average.
Yeah. So not enough tape. Let's see where am I at? Sam Darnold.
I put him at average.
Isaiah.
I put him at average because he had a great year, but
Yeah,
also too, he played for the fucking Jets and was still throwing for 3,500 yards whenever he was the starter there. I don't know what he looks like now. I think honestly, I think he should have stayed in Minnesota if they could have worked something out.
He was going to be the
yeah.
backup. That's why he didn't want to. But he's the only quarterback
Which
so
is
far that I
stupid.
said ass. And it's not
Wow.
it the only I just don't trust Sam Darnold. I really don't.
He
Yeah,
I
said I just don't
he's
trust
supposed to have been great or good for every year, and last year was a perfect storm. But it wasn't. You went to an offensive like gurus system. You
him.
had one of the best receivers in football. You had one of the best number twos in football. You had a great veteran running back. You had a great defense and a great offensive line. And then you shit down your leg. I think like the end of
Yes.
the season,
That
Sam Darnold
collapse was
that
monumental.
that's who I think Sam Darnold is. So I put him
yeah.
at ass, but I mean, y'all
I,
both had him as average. So
the best thing that happened to Sam Darnold was when he went to San Francisco and was the backup, and he got to be around a system that works with a head coach that knows how to bring the best out of quarterbacks, and I think that helped him in Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about the flaps, but I do think you saw
Monumental.
some of that growth and professionalism as far as being a pro quarterback. I think you saw that last year, and it's a big year for him. He
he's
got a big
getting
contract,
he's getting
bro.
benched.
He's going to Seattle, and he's probably going to get his shit pushed in because
Throw
Seattle's
the
not
ball to
good.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, please.
That's
That's I
all.
don't care what you look like.
No,
Just
I
throw the ball to
need yeah,
JSN.
and Cooper Cup for fantasy purposes.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited.
Below average.
Yeah, I put him at below average. I wanted so hard to say ass, but I mean,
Yeah.
I went back and
He's
watched some of the tape in Pittsburgh. When he had time, he was all right. He just
yeah,
doesn't. He's not able to run a modern NFL offense because he doesn't throw the ball over the middle of the field.
Yeah.
no, he won't. Basically, he won't. Where am I at? Let's
What
see.
did you put Russ at?
I have Russ at below average. I
Okay,
think
so
we're
all
all in
three
agreement with that.
unanimous.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
unanimous below average. Let's get into a crazy mix here. Justin Fields.
Ass.
Ass.
I watched Pittsburgh be horrible last year until they put fucking Russell Wilson
He had a great game against Indianapolis, and then he followed that up
in.
with a stinker in Dallas. And it's
I remember talking to you after that game in Indianapolis. I was like, "Hey man, Justin Fields."
yeah, I was like, hey, it should be.
Ah,
He just has to do it again. And then he came out and laid a fucking egg. He laid two eggs because he laid the
yeah,
egg against Dallas, which he did make enough plays to win the game, but that's the defense. And then the Raiders, he laid a fucking egg. The Raiders were cheeks.
it's just
And yeah,
crazy because he was throwing for like 350 yards and on average at Ohio State. Like this man looks like he doesn't know how to read a defense or throw a ball at all
well,
anymore.
I
Like
think
it's
he's a
crazy.
product of the wide receivers at
Timing.
Ohio State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you're probably
timing
right because he did have
predication.
Olave and Smith and Jigba. They were all
Yeah.
young when he was there. I
He
forget
had
about
Garrett
that.
Wilson. Yeah.
Did he have what's his name? Michael Thomas? I mean, didn't he have Michael
Um,
Thomas? Was that
I
or was
don't.
Michael Thomas gone?
I think Michael Thomas was gone. I
Okay.
think
Michael Thomas
actually
was
no, maybe he
That was
did.
with
Maybe he
Cardell
did.
Jones. I know Michael Thomas was Cardell Jones,
yeah.
but
I
I
don't know
don't
if he
No,
got
but
it
I,
it.
was
Yeah,
Justin Fields.
yeah. I don't know. What'd you rank Justin Fields as, Isaiah?
I put him at ass. And
Let's
I,
go.
the only reason why I did is because there's no way that you're in the league that long and people are still trying to figure out like
Why you haven't
why you
been
haven't
as
been
good? Yeah,
better. Yeah. people are still like, well, I mean, he's got a bunch of different OCs whenever he was in Chicago. And then there wasn't enough of a metric with him in Pittsburgh because I don't feel like they like it's one, Arthur Smith is the OC, so it's like he really didn't know how to use him based on his skill set.
It wasn't really that though, because there's points in times like that Atlanta game right before halftime, he made a big time throw to George Pickens to set them up to get a field goal. Against the
Mhm,
Chargers, he made some big time throws in the second and third quarter. And then
mhm,
against the Colts, after they got down, he made some big time plays to bring them back. The issue is outside of those blimps, he's ass. He's missing easy throws. He's sailing balls. He's not reading anything. You're having to
yeah.
burn timeouts, and it's just that. Now,
Mhm,
I say all that, and in a couple hours, he could throw for 400 yards against the Steelers, and I'd
yeah.
have to revisit that, but we'll see.
Daniel Jones.
Ass.
Danny Dimes, mm, ass. Thank God he's in
Ass.
Indianapolis, bro. That's two easy
Ass.
wins for the Jags for my boys. Let's go.
Well, yeah, even it doesn't matter at this
I'm gonna
point
need
because they're
Tyler
gonna
Warren
throw.
to ball out,
Yeah,
but
they're
yeah,
gonna throw. Even if he's ass, they're gonna throw in Anthony Richardson, and
Anthony
he's gonna
Richardson.
be ass. So
And
whatever.
he's
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is just based on the week one starter list. That's how I'm going through it.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Spencer Rattler.
Elite. No, I'm
I
just kidding.
said,
No, ass.
yeah, I've
High school elite Spencer Rattler is
ass.
ass in the NFL. Tyler Shuck, if he plays, ass.
Yeah,
Jake Hayner, if he plays, ass.
I
Yeah.
think they cut
All
Jake Hayner.
trio of them. Oh,
I think he's
good.
on their
It's
practice
crazy.
squad right now.
It's crazy because I feel like New Orleans has a good team outside of quarter. They have the worst quarterback room in
Just
football, in my
trade,
opinion.
just trade Chris Olave. Do him a
Bro,
solid,
yeah.
bro. Send him to
He
the
needs to.
Jets. Send him to the
He
Jets so they
needs.
can team up, and Olave and Garrett Wilson and Justin
He
Fields can
just
have
needs to
fun and
go
be ass.
somewhere where people stop throwing him hospital balls.
Uh,
This
do you think that
this man is almost
Rattler?
too level.
Do you think Rattler or Shuck or any of them are going to not throw him hospital balls?
Bro.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
ball that Derek Carr threw him last year. Good God.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that's why he retired.
And
It
then
was
we
like, look,
rounded
bro,
out, I believe, with all elites. I already said Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson,
Elite.
yeah,
elite. N Nothing else to really expand on.
No.
But could you make an argument that he is great because his
Because
measuring,
he shrinks.
he's he's
you talking
never,
about Lamar?
yeah,
You can
because he's
definitely make
never
an
made
argument.
it to
Yeah.
the game.
You can definitely make an argument that he's not elite and he does not rise to the occasion like Josh
Yeah.
Allen and Joe Burrow have done in the playoffs. I think
Yep.
the two MVPs is what kind of saves him as being
Yeah.
elite. But
That
again,
was my thing.
this is a
Hmm.
big year, in my opinion, for Lamar because
Hmm.
you still have people making excuses for why he's still elite, and we'll see.
The
Yep.
other argument I have is if Mark Andrews catches a fucking ball, he beats Josh Allen last year. That's my other argument
Yeah.
where I put him in elite
I
because
have Mark Andrews. I have you in fantasy, brother. I need you to come out on a mission.
it's a goddamn mistake.
It may be, but I may just go get Pat Fryermuth in the waiver wire because every y'all sleeping on my boy Pat.
Move.
I'm telling you, y'all sleeping. He's gonna catch the first down in Pittsburgh. He may catch the first touchdown in week 3 that the Steelers score
Did
on
you put
offense.
money on it?
His over under in prize picks is like 27 yards, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, he's gonna have
No, I'm
27
saying
yards.
first time touchdown.
I did not, but we'll see. And
Josh Allen.
that's elite to me.
Yeah, elite, easy.
That's
Is that the last one?
Yeah, solid
No,
list.
no,
Wait a minute. We
no,
didn't
Oh
talk
wait,
about Deshaun Watson.
damn.
no. There's still
Oh,
two
there's some more.
names that I
Okay,
haven't. There's
yeah,
still
yeah.
two
Oh,
names I haven't
I
gone.
forgot
There's
one of them.
32 teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
So
counting.
yeah, I didn't
okay,
count. Go
so
cool.
obviously, Josh Allen's elite.
Okay,
Jaden Daniels.
I have him in. I have him in great.
I put him as great, but it's real hard for. It was hard for me to say good or great just because it was a year. I
Yeah,
want to
Mhm.
see
that's kind of where I
more.
was.
I want to see more. He can go up or down.
Yeah.
It'll
Yep.
just
I
depend. But I put him at great.
I put him at good with potential of greatness. I literally wrote that down. Good with potential of greatness. And the
That's fine.
last name to round it out, Joe Shiesty.
Go cool, baby.
Joe
Super Bowl
Cool.
Burrow.
Wait, did you say Jordan Love?
Yeah, you didn't say Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Okay, I
I
was
mean,
gonna say
there's
because
Joe Burrow and
Burrow,
then
Burrow,
Jordan
I'm
Love.
pretty
Yeah,
sure we're already elite, but
yeah,
Jordan
yeah,
Love, I put as good.
yeah, same with me. I think with Burrow, elite, but you could also make the argument of
for
elite
great.
to great because
Hmm.
of just the injuries, like we've talked about with other players.
Hmm.
But I think just his ability to rise whenever everything is going good, and he at
Yeah,
least gets a chance, and people are
Hmm.
healthy and their defense isn't getting shit on. That's what keeps him elite. But yeah, I have
yeah,
Jordan Love as good, and
yeah,
this isn't a big year for Jordan Love as far as like he needs to take that step forward. But I will say I think that he does anyways.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, I had him at good. Not with the potential to be great. I just think he's good. They got. I think he could be great, especially considering like what Josh Jacobs said. We really don't have a number one receiver, and he's still putting up like
Yep.
decent numbers. Their run game being a little more stable when they got Josh
yeah.
Jacobs definitely helps. No disrespect to Aaron Jones, but Josh Jacobs went in there and immediately they were like, "You get the ball the whole first quarter. Nobody else touches it."
And
He's
the
a
ball.
fantasy
And
monster. Yeah.
yeah, and he's it's paid off for him.
Good job,
Um,
Raiders.
Fuck, it's the Raiders, bro.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the
Yeah.
list.
Well, cool. Let's pivot and go. You can just give one, or you can give however many, but what's y'all's favorite matches of all time?
I got four.
Go ahead.
WrestleMania X7 TLC 2, my all-time favorite match ever. Like it's, I mean, it speaks for itself. It was before its time, my
Way
opinion.
before its time.
Yeah, it was so awesome. We learned about the Hardys and the Dudleys, and that was Edge before he broke out and became what he is. Like it was just, I don't know. That's one of the greatest matches of all time. Bret Hart, Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13. It's one
Agreed.
of the first matches I ever remember even watching.
Same.
Um, and I feel like we were starting to get into what Stone Cold would become
Yes.
at that match.
And
Um,
the visual of
the
him in the
the
sharpshooter
icon, yeah,
bleeding and yeah.
it's that's iconic. That will be synonymous with wrestling forever.
Yeah.
Um, Rock Hogan, WrestleMania 8. Sorry, WrestleMania
18.
8. WrestleMania, yeah, X. I meant to say X8.
Yeah.
Um, that's in two part. Hollywood Hogan, my favorite, my favorite version of Hogan. And The Rock's my all time favorite wrestler. The crowd was insane. It was crazy how they turned on The Rock mid match. Um, I don't know. That was just absolute best ever slogan on it. I mean, that was a great match. And then with the recency, when Cody Rhodes took down the Bloodline, WrestleMania
Yeah.
XL, that I mean, all of the people that interfered, all of the swings in the matches, him finally finishing the story, like that was just like the story involved was I don't know,
It was
that was
great, and
great work.
I had one critique of that match, and if this would have happened, that in my opinion could go down as one of the best things that have ever happened in WWE. Instead of Taker, if that's Stone
Yeah,
Cold
Stone
stunning
Cold.
The
Yep.
Rock, it's the
You
greatest thing
know,
of all time.
that was the original plan. They were trying to
Yes.
get him, but his schedule wouldn't
Yep.
line up.
Yep.
That would have
I,
been dope,
that
man.
would
That
have
would have been so
been
damn cool,
Yep.
man.
Mine, and this is crazy. Not even really crazy. Mine, the first ever Hell in a Cell match, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker.
Yeah,
That was to me still one of the best Hell in a Cell matches. It wasn't a gimmick. It was crazy. The introduction of Kane to me
yeah,
is just outside of that, WrestleMania 25 again. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. I think that was one
that's
of
a
the
good one.
best matches. And then, shit. Let me think off the top. Honestly, I'll just leave it with those two. I don't want to add to it. There's been a lot of great matches that I could have thrown in there, but I mean, I'll leave it at that. I could have said the Unforgiven match that nobody will mention because it'll get you canceled of
Yeah, Chris
when
Benoit.
Crispin watch
Yeah,
Triple H and Shawn Michaels at
just the
WrestleMania.
just the moment when he got
He got the
the
belt, and then
submission. Yeah,
yep,
bro.
and yeah,
Eddie
and Triple
Guerrero coming out,
Triple H
man.
sold that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
hey,
I think that match was phenomenal. And then I'll say my fourth. I'll put and it's a common theme for my matches, but the Iron Man match, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
All right, so mine are a little different.
you're
Okay.
good.
Give me Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton, WrestleMania.
I
What
know
was
which one
that,
you're
like
talking about. The
30?
pop up
Yes.
RKO.
Yes.
Yeah,
That by far. Well, the whole match in and of itself was great,
Was that when
but
they were both aligned
it was when
with
they
the
were
authority?
breaking out of the Authority. It was the
Yeah.
same
Okay.
night
yeah,
that Seth ended up cashing in Roman
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar main event.
yeah,
Okay.
it was that same night. But to me, those guys are absolute tacticians in the ring, and one to even throw that in there as a move to make that shit work, crazy.
And
But it's one of my favorite.
they said they couldn't even land it before. They practiced it all day and they couldn't get it. And then they were just like, We may have to take it out." And they said
Uh,
in the match, Randy was like, "No, just fucking do it."
yeah,
They did it.
yeah.
Randy's
Um,
legendary.
one of the ones that is kind of, I think, is one of the best ones was give me Rock and Cena.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
The
When was
first or
that?
the
Was that
second
Is it
one?
the first or the second one? Yeah. Which one
the
did The
second
Rock
one?
tear his shit?
The
Was that
second
the
one.
Second
second
one.
one?
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
first one. That was the first
Yeah,
one.
the first one.
When
You want to do a
The
DDT?
Rock, you want to do DDT?
Yeah. That WrestleMania, I will say that WrestleMania is very like people don't talk about it enough because that was a solid
That's
match.
really good.
The CM Punk versus Jericho match was good, and then that was also the Hell in a Cell Triple H Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee.
Yeah. Um, it's got to be the Hell in a Cell with the Undertaker and Mankind, Mick Foley, Dude Love, whatever you want to
Cactus
call him.
Jack,
That's got to
baby.
be Cactus Jack.
Back.
And you want me to you want me to be honest with you? To round it out is not. It's I'm going against the grain because I just believe that every time Shane O'Mac wrestled, it was a top tier match,
Yeah.
pure
I agree.
carnage. Okay,
Shane
so
O'Mac
just
was
any
must see. When you see Shane O'Mac on the card, I feel like it's must see.
Yeah, because
prime
you're gonna see some
Like,
athleticism,
shit.
Shane
yeah.
O'Mac.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna
Even
see some shit.
even in his older days, man, when he was feuding with Kevin Owens, like
Yeah,
yeah.
that
good
shit was
matches.
must watch. Yeah.
Yeah, but which one of his matches, Isaiah? Any, essentially.
Then yeah, that's what I
Okay.
just was like. Any
Okay.
at this
And
point, I mean,
uh,
any
let me
anytime
let
he
me
wrestled,
let me add two more to mine. Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and then Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit on a random SmackDown. One day those two tore it down because, like you said, they're technicians. But that was,
yeah,
I had to put some Kurt Angle, some Kirk
yeah,
Angle love in there. Some love.
yeah.
If I had to add another one, it would probably be Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar,
Yeah,
Unforgiven.
that that was
I
a
don't know if there'll ever be a pop like when Guerrero pinned him. Like that
well,
was crazy.
the pop lasted like 4 minutes because when Brock threw him up for the F5 and he reversed like countered it into a DDT on the
Hmm.
title, the crowd
Crazy.
popped. And then when
Yeah.
he got up, Michael Cole's like, "Come on, Eddie, come do it!" And Taz is was on
Yeah.
commentary too,
Yeah,
spazzing. Yeah, the crowd popped for like 5 minutes, and then whenever he won it, you can't even hear the "Viva la Raza." It's just
Yeah. It's just
yeah,
going
because
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think so too. One a sleeper, Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin, random Monday Night Raw.
oh, the sweet chin music heard around the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, facts, facts,
that was a
facts.
really good match.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
that's all I got.
so pivoting top 5 to 10 video games, fellas.
Every Midnight Club dub edition, specifically Midnight Club dub edition, was it three?
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
Soundtrack alone, just soundtrack alone. Um, no, mine legitimately, it's got to be Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best game
Mm,
of all time. I don't want
Tell
anybody
me,
to
tell me
quote me.
character name.
Buster Crunchwater, down there in Armadillo. Okay, getting all them,
Oh shit.
getting all those yellow-bellied sons of bitches out of there. Okay, all right.
I use Quick Draw McGraw on that mug.
Or I'll never
Bro,
forget the first time I hopped on that game and you kept telling me about these damn alligators, bro. And I was like, "What are
Man,
you talking about?" And I got swallowed
man,
bro,
up by one. I was like, "Oh my god!"
yeah,
that game, 1,000% to me is everybody always says GTA, right? They're made by the same people. They're both made by Rockstar, but to me, that game, the detail in it, the storyline in it, the shit that you're supposed to like, you have to take care of your horse, you gotta feed your like, it's
Scrawny
so
nag, baby.
yeah, it's so immersive that it just does not. That game will hold up for another 10 to 20 years. I'll still hop on and play that shit.
Until the
Even
third one comes out.
if they do come out with a third one.
Bruh, stop it. You know they will. It's just gonna take
But
15 years.
yeah, that's one for me all time. Halo 2 got to be up there for me.
Let's go.
Uh, I wasn't really big into shooter games, so I will say to kind of throw a curveball in there, and I think Marlon would agree with me, NBA 2K11.
Yeah. Yeah. Before the
NBA
game
2K,
started getting stupid.
yeah, before it was just about ball back then, okay?
Hmm.
Even though they had Al Jefferson on the story mode, read like he was a robot the whole time when you were in the story mode.
Shout out Brandon
Um,
Jennings on 2K11.
Man.
Marlon knows about him.
Brandon Jennings from like
Let's
2K10 until
go.
like 2K14 was a god.
I mean,
Right, busted your ass to Brandon Jennings.
those are the only years he was in the league, so
Hey, he was
it
cooking
makes
though.
sense.
He was
All right,
cooking.
Isaiah,
so
you
I
want to
got
know where you know where 2K started with this whole group? Me and Marlon played NBA Live 2010 at the trailer.
mhm.
Marlon got hoed out of a win,
Bro,
and he said he'd never pick up NBA Live
and
again. That's where
have
2K
not
started.
have not played
Haven't
it
done it
since.
since.
Still haven't. Still haven't.
Anyway,
So
sorry.
that's
Go
my
ahead.
no, that's my three. Midnight Club Dub Edition. Yeah, that's I put that one at four, and then give me Need for Speed 2 to round it out.
Underground too?
I like the
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Underground 2,
I
my bad.
like
Yeah,
the undergrounds were tough, man. That's where I
Hmm.
learned. That's where I first learned about Ti
Yeah.
was underground.
Motherfucker was all over the soundtrack.
I
yep.
know. Okay. When you first put the topic out, you said 10, so I have 10, but I'll go through them quick. And these are in order. Halo 3, Xbox 360, and Modern Warfare 3, Xbox 360. You simply cannot beat the lobbies in
Yeah.
those games.
Xbox.
Like gaming in general got away from what made gaming back in the mid 2000s when just listening to the lobbies was I looked forward to going home and playing the game just because of that. I wanted to get in there, pick one person in the lobby, and just
Terrorized the
talk
fuck
hella
out of
shit,
him.
brother, bro. Uh, Give me WWE Raw 2 for the 360 at number three.
No,
Crash Bandicoot.
that was the OG Xbox.
No, was it?
Yeah. Raw
No,
2.
maybe it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe you're
it was
right.
the OG
Oh, that's right,
Raw
because they
or
were they
OG.
were on SmackDown Raw
Yeah.
whenever 360 came
Yeah.
out. That's right,
And that game is yeah, people don't talk about Raw 2 enough.
brother. Like, man, just the shit we used to do in the summertime.
Well, that
Like,
and it's one of the
man,
only games that you can do a story mode with multiple
and
people at once.
and it's never ending. And you
Yes.
build your own personal stories just by calling
What
people
you do.
out or
Or
interfering.
yep.
Yeah, and it
That's
builds your own storyline. Like,
exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I agree with you. It doesn't get talked about enough. And I think when they came to SmackDown Raw, like, I don't know. I feel like the game started going downhill at that point.
Agreed.
I haven't really tried out the 2Ks though. I need to try one out just to see what it's about. Give me Crash Bandicoot, PlayStation OG. 2K19. I feel like it's the best 2K ever put out. Felt like it was the most fun I had on a 2K game. Uh, the parks were still lit. It wasn't all about the wreck. Um, the builds weren't stupid. The gameplay wasn't dumb. So give me 2K19 on that list. Fortnite. Fortnite Synonymous. I feel like it's another game that's just going to go forever, kind of like Red Dead. Give me NASCAR Thunder 2003. Again, just like Raw 2, so many memories from my childhood playing that game with the boys. So um, give me Fight Night Round 3. Um, I heard around the corner they're going to release another boxing game. I can't wait. I felt like those were way better than the UFC games.
Yeah.
Um, give me Hunter the Reckoning. Um, that was an original Xbox game, and they re-released it on Xbox 360. It's one of my all-time favorite 360 games. And then to round it out, give me. I'm going to give you one to round it out, and then just kind of a knockoff. But give me Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, and um, and also give me Pokemon Gold Edition on the Game Boy Color,
Let's go. Let's go. Actually, let's go,
bro. So many road
I'll
trips
go grab my
saved
shit right now.
From the Game Boy Color, baby,
bro. Bro, and you just opened Pandora's box. Mine, if I
bro.
had to pick 10 games to play right now for me going out, Pokemon Yellow, just because I like the ability to walk around with Pikachu.
Yep.
Give me Mario Party, does not matter which one. Give me Smash Bros, does not matter
Okay.
which one. Give me Red Dead Redemption 2.
You're goddamn right.
Give me GTA 5. Give me Call of Duty Modern War or Call of Duty War. Yeah, World at War. This was my favorite one because that was when the dogs got introduced, and I loved getting a 15 kill streak and just turning the dogs
Send,
loose, baby.
send the
Turning the
dogs on
dogs
them.
loose, baby. And seven, it's a two-parter. Halo 2 or Halo 3. To me, it does not
Yeah,
matter. I feel like
Halo
that
3 messed up when they took out SWAT, but
I
outside of that,
agree. It's one of the only it's not even it was a prequel, but like it's one of the only games that you go from 2 to 3 that it's like, "Oh, this is still legit." Going
yeah,
from
Yeah.
3 to Reach, 3 to 4,
trash.
4
Yeah,
it just took a
trash.
nosedive.
Mhm.
Um Me personally, 2K18 is my favorite because that's where I created Bobby Buckets.
Bobby Buckets, baby. Was that the Grand Badge game?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
grand. Or no, no. Let me take that back. 2K17, and yes, that was
Okay.
the grand badge one. 2K17, which is the grand badge. Give me NCAA. Was it 14? The last one they made.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
That
was pretty
one,
solid.
and then to round it out, give me Spyro the fucking dragon.
Spyro,
I
baby.
will
God,
go
that's OG
grab
PlayStation.
Yeah.
I will go grab it right now, okay, and
Hey,
show you that I'm a true
there's
Spyro
they're
believer.
actually supposed to, or they talked about it anyways, to bring Spyro back. But yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
before we wrap, fellas, there is one thing that I forgot to mention that we didn't talk about, and it was huge news. Jalen Carter got threw out in 5 seconds into
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah. I don't want to hear from any Eagles fan that Dak Prescott spit at Jalen Carter. I don't want to hear it. Miss me with that garbage. There, even if
This
he
is
spit in that
Spitgate.
direction, if you spit
Spitgate.
at on the ground in the direction of somebody is completely different than somebody walking up to your face and spitting in your face. That to me is the ultimate form of disrespect. Props to Dak Prescott for his composure. Now, had he done anything about it, probably lost his career, probably lost his life because Jalen Carter's a scary guy.
Yeah,
That's
I was
why
like,
he
what the
didn't do
fuck was he
anything.
gonna do?
That's the
I
only
was
thing that
like,
would cause me to start a fight ever. Is if I get spit on, bro, like that. I
He
don't know. That's
the
it
just
was like Tropic Thunder.
the
That's
one
what it looked like.
the one thing I took out of it, regardless of who's at fault or who's not, Dallas's offensive line. Y'all got to do push-ups until I get tired, because somebody should have at least went out fighting Jalen Carter.
something.
That's your
Yeah,
quarterback.
bro.
Yeah.
That's your quarterback. You gotta do something. They just
Well,
stood there like,
they were
yeah,
that close to each other.
yeah. Y'all let Dak fight his own battle. You're not try to fight Josh Allen. Try to fight
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson. Try to fight Pat Mahomes. Try to fight Joe Burrow. Well, Joe Burrow, his offensive line is cheeks. But try to fight most of these quarterbacks in the league, and their offensive line is just gonna fight you because it's
yeah.
their quarterback.
Yeah, it's
Simple.
their guy.
Yeah. Come on, Dallas.
Yeah.
Get
Like,
your
I
shit.
mean, I thought it
do
was
better.
crazy because they had to go to replay to actually see it. I didn't know what happened.
Me neither.
That poor
Yeah.
fullback, the only contracted fullback in the NFL for the Eagles, basically shattered his knee.
Oh
He's on the ground. He's
yeah.
on the ground. He was like, "Motherfucker!" It's done, bro. You see him
What
mouthing
am I
it, and
gonna
then
do
they
without
go,
football?
"Yeah," and then all of a sudden, Collinsworth goes, "Oh wow! Oh my goodness! They're throwing him out of the game. What happened?" Because when the ref announced it, nobody knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
because the
was
camera
like,
was steady on the player that was hurt.
Bro,
yeah,
it's 8K
poor
cameras
poor
too.
that guy.
Did you think did you think you was gonna get away with it? That's my first thing is like, bro, you can't the cameras are so high tech now that if
Yeah,
you mouth anything, they know what you're saying if they really want to find out.
Yeah.
So
Well, ironically, it happened again in college
I
football
seen that.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, I seen
yeah.
that.
And it
Hey,
And
cost
then
Florida the fucking game.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
straight up cost them the game.
yeah. I'd say this
I don't
because
know
I
what's
think
going
that's
on.
I would start throwing people out for a year for spitting on people. It's
Yeah.
not only is it disrespectful, but you could start looking into the health risks of it. If you're sick and you spit on somebody and they have a low immune system, or like a lower immune system, and they get sick and die,
Mhm.
then you could
Yep.
be held accountable for
Mhm.
like second degree manslaughter or something. So yeah, maybe start throwing motherfuckers out for a year to set an example, and I'm sure people will stop spitting.
I think worst comes to worst, they at least they get thrown out of that game and they get suspended for the next game. Kind of the same way
Yeah.
that you would do a like a foul on a targeting penalty. You know,
Yeah.
if they get two personal fouls in a game. But I would be like, no, fuck that. You spit on somebody, you're not playing the rest of this game, and you're not playing
Bro,
next week.
I'd rather
And,
get my shit rocked and my helmet turned all the way around than get spit on.
yeah. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
my point. It's the ultimate disrespect. You
Yeah.
call me whatever the hell you want to call me. You call me names. I don't give a shit about that. You spit on me, bro. Come on, man.
Make me see like
That's so not
this.
cool.
Make me
Yeah.
be like this and shit and just on the ground throwing up two sets. And I'd rather have that than you spit on me like this. Because like Shannon Sharp said back on the Undisputed, then I got to have you. I got to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, I got to have you.
Yeah.
I got to.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm
Side
not in the
side note
fight.
on that though, um I know it puts a stain on his name, but I think Jalen Carter just made himself millions of dollars because as soon as he left the game, Dallas's game plan changed entirely. They ran
Yeah.
it down Philly's throat, and Philly couldn't do shit about it.
Hmm.
Like, if that doesn't speak to volumes on how important Jalen Carter is on the defensive line and the interior, he probably just made himself millions
Hell
just
yeah.
based on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
But
fellas, oh, go
yeah,
ahead,
they ended
Isaiah.
up winning. I was gonna say they still ended up winning, but that game looked very different without him in it.
As soon as he
Yeah,
left,
Very
you could
different.
tell. Javante Williams looked like one of the best running backs in the
bro.
league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how's
but
that feel,
yeah,
Isaiah?
no. Shut the fuck up. I
Ah.
was so mad. I don't know how much time we got left, but if we could just elaborate briefly. Nobody thought that that motherfucker was gonna do that, and he's on my bench. And I was like, he's like a
Well, this
plug and play guy.
this man's got like 70 points on his bench right now.
I got
Between him and
Who
Herb,
Herb.
Goddard, and
who did
Javante
you
Williams
start
on
at
my
quarterback and tight end?
bet. Josh Allen
Okay, I can live with that.
and
Okay.
David Njoku.
That's stupid as fuck.
That no, hold on, listen to me. Let me tell
Let
you
me talk
something.
to you. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't start Dallas Goddard because I was like, it's opening week. Like Njoku, Flacco's gonna be throwing him the ball again. They have a like Njoku was 1,000 yard, almost 1,000 yard tight end with Flacco throwing him the ball. So I was like, that one
When the
makes
fuck did
sense.
Flacco throw him the ball?
When Flacco was in Cleveland 2 years ago with Njoku.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
that's right.
I'm
Okay.
thinking,
Bro, you've
I'm
been high on Njoku for like 3 years. He's a
my
solid type.
rationale. Yeah.
Dallas Goddard, bruh.
Marlon, he had 11 points. He had like 6 catches. That's the problem. He had like
Okay.
six
And when
catches.
Njoku gives you 3.5, I don't want to hear it.
Shut
I don't
your
want to
mouth.
hear it.
No, okay, but the one that nobody saw coming
Oh,
for sure was Javante Williams putting up 20.
why?
He had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, Marlon. He's
That's all
going.
it takes.
No,
I didn't
I
think he was
know.
going to
I
run for
understand that.
250 yards, but I mean,
No, I understand that. But there's a point that you look at that team and you go, I don't know how this offense is going to look. Yes, he's the starter, but they also have Miles Sanders and they have Jaden Blue. I was like, I got him there, but let's just see how week one goes. That's exactly what, because I have Josh Jacobs and Jalen Warren. I was like, Jalen gets a lot of touches. Makes sense. And then Javante Williams had 20 points
bro, it's
in the
he
first
may
quarter and a half
he.
of play.
I think they play like the Giants or somebody next week, so he may. Is there any hot takes for the upcoming games in about an hour that y'all want to give? Because mine right now, I'm looking at it on ESPN. Um, the Jets and Steelers game. It's raining, so
I thought it was
I
going to let up before
it
kickoff. That's what I
may.
heard.
If it does, it's still going to be slick. We're gonna see some interceptions, baby. We gonna see some
Yeah,
interceptions, but
let's go.
I
Let's
I
go.
think I have my Pittsburgh
Feed
Steelers
Brees
24 to
Hall,
10. There
please.
we go. No, don't
Okay.
do that. But yeah.
Um, I got a shocker.
Nah, hell nah. Stand on
Um,
your team. Shit. What's happening
oh,
with the Dolphins?
we are going to maybe win.
No, 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 no. I
We're
need you to
going
stand on it.
to we're gonna win like 27-20.
You gonna
Our
kick their ass. Who
corners
y'all playing?
we play
Oh,
the Colts. Our
yeah.
corners are dog shit. So
So,
that's why I'm like, we're gonna win 27-20. We still have to stop Jonathan Taylor. I believe that our run defense is good. Pass defense is god awful. And it was like a dead even trade, us getting Minka for Jalen, if you want me to be honest
oh,
with you.
Minka, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Our starting corners are Storm Duck and I don't even know the other guy's name. I think it's I can't remember his
Norm
name.
Duck, bro. What a name.
Storm Duck from the University of Alabama. I think he went to Bama. But yeah, my
uh,
hot take though is I think that Cam Ward throws for about 275 and two touchdowns.
Then bet on it. Put you
yep.
up
I
against the best defense, brother. Hey,
bro, I got two hot takes
Balling.
for you. I think Jordan Love has a career year out the gates, or a career day out the gates against the Lions. I think the Lions with the new coordinator. Um, I think it's going to be a slow coming for Detroit with the coordinators. So
Hmm.
give me Jordan Love having a career day, and give me Cam Ward lighting it up in
God,
Denver.
y'all
Game
motherfuckers.
one as a rookie.
When
Hey
you
man,
okay, when y'all say lighten it up, do you mean that he's gonna light it up in a sense of he's coming out the gates, or is he gonna light it up because the Broncos is gonna be so far in their ass that they're gonna give
No,
him?
no, no.
I think he
I
just
got
there's not.
him
I
275, two
just
touchdowns.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I just there's not a lot of tape
there's
I
not.
think it's an
There's
for them
not.
to play on.
impressive game. They lose. I think
Do
he throws a
y'all
pick.
know who one of their receivers is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Calvin
Calvin
Ridley.
Ridley, baby.
Van Jefferson. Pat
And
Surtain is gonna take Calvin Ridley up out of there.
but Cam Ward is good
Nick.
at
Cam Ward
distributing the football.
Okay.
Cam Ward throws for 250, runs for 50.
Okay.
Um, and then
Y'all niggas
and
want to do
then
10 anytimes on that then?
I'm a stand on. Give me Jacksonville by 20 at home
I
against the
mean,
Panthers.
Ooh.
Give me 20 points with
it
Jacksonville.
may be 30 against the Pan. I'm not high on the
Yeah.
Panthers at all. So I actually picked up Jacksonville's defense in one of my fantasy leagues because I was like, they're finna eat.
Man, God damn dude.
Josh Allen,
I
baby.
don't I don't like that we're doing Travis Hunter full time offense, package defense. I wish it was switched because
Same.
our damn corners need help more than our receivers. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. Our pass defense is ass. So why you wouldn't put who I think could be a lockdown corner as a full time corner and bring him in as a package offensive player? I don't understand that, but hey, we'll see how it goes.
That could be one of those decisions that hurts them, and if it does, then it'll be why y'all mentioned them as dysfunctional teams last week.
My
Yeah.
hottest take of all takes is Bijan Robinson runs for 1,600 yards and
This
four
year,
touchdowns.
he only
Yeah.
runs for 45 yards this week. Vita Vea, baby. But fellas, what do y'all want to leave the listeners with this week?
Cameron, I'll let you go first. Just respectfully.
Uh, I'll leave him with a Duval. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's have a good week. Um, really excited about what OU showed. Hopefully the boys can keep it up. We can smash Temple next week. Um, again, like I said, always appreciate anybody that gives us a listen. This is fun. It's a fun thing to do with a couple of friends. Just shoot the shit every week. But yeah, hopefully I'm in a good mood next week. Jags get a dub. OU gets another dub, and we'll see what happens. See what's hot. What's popping.
I'm just gonna leave the people with it's the most wonderful time of the year, fellas. We got
The most
so
wonderful,
much football.
The
The
weather's cooling
weather
off.
is fucking
brother,
popping
Chris.
It's
right
supposed to get
now.
warmer. It's supposed to get warmer this week, but I get what you're saying.
But then at the end of the
Yes.
week, they say we're supposed to have a bigger cold front than this one come in.
And I
So
love it. I love it for us.
me too.
Yeah, but between all of that, the weather popping off the past couple days, me basically tearing apart my hamstring 2 days ago playing softball. Just get back out there. Just touch some grass. You know what I mean? Watch some games. Drink some beers. All the things. We're
Beers with the
back.
boys.
We're back.
We're
We're
back, baby.
back.
You can't see it, but I'm waving this motherfucking terrible towel, baby. We in here. Football's back. I enjoy it. Thank y'all for giving us a listen, and we'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.